What's up guys, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Joy Yanis and welcome back to my channel. So guys, today we're going to do a little bit something different than the last video. If you guys don't know what it was, I'm going to leave a link right here, but don't click it until after the video is done, alright? It's the what am I eating challenge with my mom, and yeah, she didn't really like it. It was just a bit of a mess, but you know. Thank you guys also for showing so much support on my previous videos, and if you're a new subscriber, welcome. If you're not a subscriber, just hit that subscribe button right there and turn on the bell, the little bell. It goes like a ding 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 noise, you know, just so that you guys know when my next video is coming out, when a new video has been posted, or any notifications from me guys, so that way you guys do know what's going on. So yeah, we're just gonna head to the kitchen real quick so you guys do know what this video is about. So let's go. Alright guys, and as you guys can see that we are in the kitchen, and I bet you're wondering what we're gonna do today. Well guys, today we're gonna be making salted caramels, and here's what we're gonna end up needing. We're obviously gonna need sugar. Then we're gonna need oil to, you know, oil up our little loaf pan and oil up the parchment paper, which brings our next one, parchment paper. That's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a measuring cup. You're gonna need, it says a saucepan, but we kinda got like a pot, so we're gonna use that. You're gonna need a 1 cup measuring cup, and you're gonna need a tablespoon. You're gonna need a bowl. You're gonna need flaky sea salt, but we don't have flaky sea salt, but we're gonna use fine Himalayan pink sea salt. No, just salt. It ain't sea, but it's salt. My mom's decision. Then you're gonna need a candy thermometer. Yes, it has to be a candy thermometer. It can't be another thermometer because candy thermometers does what it is for. Other thermometers will probably, or what it said is that it will give like false temperatures for candy. Alright, then you're gonna need light corn syrup. Make sure it's light corn syrup. Yeah, we gonna need that. Then you need a 9x5 loaf pan, and this is what's gonna be holding the salted caramels in. Then we're gonna use heavy whipping cream. It could be heavy cream or heavy whipping cream, not regular whipping cream. Make sure it's heavy. Then you're gonna use butter. We're also, make sure that it's unsalted butter, not salted, unsalted guys. Make sure that's right. Alright guys, so that's what we're gonna be doing, and let's get started. Woo!
Alright guys, the first thing we want to do is we want to wash our hands. Don't be dirty in this pandemic. You better wash your hands and not be dirty, alright? Next, you want to grab your loaf pan, get some oil, pour it at the bottom of the loaf pan. Not too much now, you just want enough where you could coat the bottom and the sides with that oil. And the next thing you want to do is you want to grab the parchment paper. Make sure that you oil it before putting it in that loaf pan, so that way the inside doesn't get sticky with all the caramel batter. But, you know, put that in there when it's done, and make sure that the sides are good. Mine may look a mess, but that's alright. We don't need it perfect. Place it off to the side when you're done with that. Perfecto. Next, we gonna need a cutting board and a stick of butter. Now, you know that the stick of butter on the wrapping paper already showed you that it has 8 tablespoons, right? Well, that's exactly what we're gonna need. But you know, we gotta take the wrapping paper off, so we can't really see what's going on. So we gotta do it ourselves at eye level. But anyway guys, so you cut that up and look at that, 8 gorgeous pieces of butter. Now you wanna grab those pieces. They may stick to the cutting board and your knife, but that's what cold wet butter does. Well, it ain't wet, it just melts, you know, good temperature. But anyway, you put those in the bowl and look at that, ready to go. The next thing you're gonna end up needing is you're gonna need that measuring cup. Now, when you get that measuring cup, you're also gonna need your heavy cream or your heavy whipping cream. Pour it about half a cup. Don't go too high, don't go too low, just make it just right. Alright, now what you're gonna end up doing is you wanna grab your bowl with those 8 pieces of butter, place that in the middle right there. Then you wanna grab your heavy cream or heavy whipping cream, whichever you prefer. Get fancy with it, pour it like however you want. Look at that, don't it look good? Next, we're gonna open up our microwave here. We're gonna grab our little concoction and place that right in the microwave. Then you want to set it for about a minute or so, and once it's done, you want to take it out the microwave. But of course, mine wasn't melted all the way, so I had to place it right back in. Once you melt it all the way through, you want to place that off to the side with our parchment paper in our loaf pan, so that way we could get everything ready. Next, you want to turn your heat to medium, and you want to get your saucepan or pot on the stove. Now when it's on the stove, you want to mix up your ingredients of 3 tablespoons of water. You know, we better chef it up real quick. Had to change the music and all. Next, when you put your 3 tablespoons of water, you want to get your corn syrup. Get about 1/4 of a cup. I believe that's what the recipe says. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But you know, that's what we're going to use. Make sure that you scrape it all out because we're going to need every single drop. You know, I ain't wasting none of that. Y'all could, but I ain't. I want to make sure I'm making the best salted caramels I ever had in my life. Next, you want to grab 1 cup of sugar and you want to pour it right in the middle. Make sure that it's not going off to the sides, because if you have crystals of the sugar on the sides, it's going to get burnt, and then you're going to have some caramel that's cooked just right. The other ones are going to be burnt. You're going to have a burnt, bitter taste. At least that's what the recipe said in the website. So you want to make sure that you don't do that. Next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you're mixing it, all those 3 ingredients together, and you want to mix the sugar. Make sure that you coat it in just right where you don't see no sugar that's not coated. You want to make sure that it's all coated. And you just want to mix it all together. Yeah. Don't that look good? Next, once that starts boiling, you want to put a lid over it just so that way the steam and the moisture could melt any crystals that were on the sides, and you want to place it for a minute. Once that minute is up and that thing starts boiling, you want to take off that lid, and it's going to look real good, real nice, because everything on the sides got melted right in its place. Next, you want to grab your candy thermometer, as I'm doing right now, and I'm just going to place it on the inside of the pot, but mine got a little like clip on it. So you want to place that in the pot, but you don't want it to touch the bottom, because you'll get the wrong thermometer. The wrong temperature, not thermometer, the wrong temperature. And you want to heat it until about like 5 to 10 minutes when it reaches 160. When it reaches 160, you will get this, what was it called? Amber color. And when that reaches that amber color, as you see me now, you grab your butter and your heavy cream and you place it into a bowl. But be careful, because it be falling on the sides. I had to change that into the measuring cup because that bowl was just not working for me. Then you mix it with the candy thermometer. Don't do it with a spoon. Do it with the candy thermometer so it gets right. But be careful, because I was burning myself the whole time. And remember, when you're pouring that butter and that heavy cream, you gotta pour it bit by bit. You can't pour it all at once, because then it will start going crazy and it will start boiling out of control and you'll burn yourself. But the temperature also will drop, and that's a good thing, because you need it to drop because of the heavy cream and the butter. Now we gotta bring it right back up to 140 so that way it could be caramelized and ready to go. Make sure you get that thumbnail, because if you ain't got a thumbnail, your video ain't gonna be right. Now once you get that thing is ready, you wanna grab your little caramel concoction and you wanna pour it into the loaf pan. But look at that, look how caramelization that look. Don't it look good? But look at that caramel, it looks so good. I'm so excited when I saw this. I'm like, yes, I ain't burned nothing yet that I know of, because I ain't tried it yet. But look at that. Doesn't it look good? Look just right. I mean, the parchment paper could be better, but you know, we ain't perfectionists up in here. Now back to you, Joelle.
Alright guys, so I just poured the caramel into the loaf pan, and now we're about to let it cool for about 20 to 30 minutes, and we'll check you guys back then. Alright guys, so now that we're letting it cool, in the meantime, the best way to clean your caramelized pot, saucepan, and thermometer is we're gonna pour some water into it. You're gonna pour some water into the pan, and then we're gonna place it on top of the stove. You're gonna turn it on to high, and you're gonna let it boil. Once this thing starts to boil, what's gonna happen is that it's gonna let the sugar and everything that we just basically cooked in here dissolve with the boiling water, and then it will be easier to clean afterwards. So that's the little hack that they also tell you on the website. So I will also leave a link down in the comments down below as well. They also have a video that you can see better, but I'm just using my first time using the ingredients and everything. They also have tips and tricks in it. So these are a couple tips, these are a couple tricks. Learn them, use them, and I can't wait to see how this thing looks, because honestly, first time, we'll see. Alright guys, so we'll tune back in that 20 to 30 minutes, alright? Okay guys, so it passed 30 minutes, and this is what it's looking like. It's kind of looks the same on camera, but if I was to like touch like a tiny like part of it, it is firm. It's like kind of firm, but I just kind of like put a marker there. So this is around the time where you sprinkle the flaky sea salt. So we don't have like any like sea salt or any of that, so we have fine Himalayan pink salt. I'm not gonna put this on all of it. I'm just gonna put like it on like a slither of the caramels. Just grab the pinch and I'm just gonna like sprinkle it on a portion of it, and hopefully like that will like, I feel like it was more than 30 minutes I was doing something, so I feel like that's why it's so firm. Normally it's like supposed to be like a little bit more like sturdy, but yeah. So now that I did that, the instructions tell us to let it cool for 3.5 hours. So now it is 2 o'clock and we're just gonna let it cool for until 5:30. And then we'll check it again, then we'll cut them, and then we'll do the taste test and the final reveals. So like I said, always make sure you wash your hands, because especially in quarantine, you never know what's going on. So especially the time where you gotta really be very cleany and like a clean freak. And not that you should already been doing that, because honestly, like, you should already be taking these precautions. But anyway guys, like, you know, quarantine still got crazy. Wear your mask, do everything when you get outside the house, and as well inside of the house, make sure that you're cleaning and everything else. So I'll see you guys back in at 5:30 and we'll see the final results and the taste test. I can't wait. All right guys, see you then. Woo! All right guys, so it's been 3 hours and 30 minutes and now we're about to check up on the caramels and see how they look. This is how they look, and I'm gonna take it out of here and cut them into pieces, and then we'll be ready to try them. Now we're gonna take this out. Alright guys, now it's time for the taste test. It came out so good, guys. Like, it looks so good, but we haven't tried them yet. So I have my mom here who's gonna try it and try to give her opinion on it. And we're just gonna taste it. This is the one that doesn't have salt on it. I will try those too, but first we're gonna try this one. So let's see how this one goes. Cheers! Like the more you chew it, right?
Yes, yes.
Guys, first time making caramels came out good. It's like the more you chew it, the better it gets. Guys, these are so good. I need to make more than because these are really good. First time making it, who knows? Like, these are really, really good. You want to try it with the salt? Guys, this is with the salt. I mean, this that just tastes saltier. I like the original without salt.
Yeah. I like it better without the salt.
Yeah, so for us too, we like it better without salt, but guys, get this.
It's amazing!
So guys, this is the final result. We made some caramels, guys, and it looks so good. Guys, it is very good, and I've been wanting to make caramels for so long. Do check out the recipe in the description below and try and see if you can make it. This recipe definitely was good for me, and I like them. They're really, really well, and like I said, go check out the link in the description. I'm not getting sponsored by them. No advertising. I just wanted to try caramels, because when you're quarantined and you're trapped in the house for forever, you need something else to do. So yeah, guys, so this is the end result. This is the salted caramel, or, well, the salt ones are salted caramel, but these are just caramels, the other ones. And they really did come out good. They're very solid and they just melt in your mouth. It's so good. I always want to make caramels, especially when it comes in, when you're in quarantine and you're trapped in the house for forever, which feels like years with your mother.
Hey.
You need something to do. So I wanted to always try caramels. Like I said, look at their recipe down in the description below, so you too can make them. Let me know down in the comments how you guys caramels went if you tried them. Did they burn? Did they not? Did they come out just right? Let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, like and subscribe. Turn on the post notifications so you guys do know when the next video will come up. Who knows what the next video will be. As always, God bless. And these caramels are just so good. So good. So good. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, adios. Bye. When it breaks. So good.